Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition venue. Today's scene is set at Vixen, around lunch hour, end of the lunch rush, that sort of thing. People milling in and out, getting chicken wings, beers they shouldn't be having midday, that sort of thing. Amber, what are you doing at your bar today?
Certainly not forcing everyone to try my new memorial drink that I've made in honor of our departed rabbit. It is better than what she tried before with vodka. But this basically has champagne mixed with cherry Kool-Aid, pickle juice, sugar, water, with the nice cool little garnish on the side.
Sounds horrific.
Yep. Oh, and she's brainstorming another memorial drink because her friends keep dying.
Oh no. That's also horrific.
Yep. She's trying to remember what Gabe's favorite drinks were and trying to make it somewhat like electricity, see if she can get it to sort of have the same sparkle as electricity. It's going to take her a little bit.
Oh, which one was Gabe?
Oh, he was a hunter.
Oh, okay.
Poor Amber's handyman and occasional fling.
Oh, that guy.
He was in the harem.
Yeah. Amber's having a rough week. Let's see if we can make it interesting. I don't know if you guys want to already be there or come in. What do we got? William and Nathaniel.
So Nathaniel, tomorrow we got the duel.
Oh, right.
So
is it an actual duel or is it a chess match?
It is not a chess match. It's his champion against mine.
But is it a duel of chess or an actual match?
To be honest, it's basically people pulling swords and trying to beat each other with them. Or kill each other.
Has he specified it'll be a duel of swords?
He said your champion against mine.
So that can be anything.
No, it actually can't be because this kind of duels just has to be fighting. It's stupid.
Around this time, the figure larger than life and familiar to a total of one person in this scene steps into the bar with a shoulders back, not looking insecure at all, as he strides in, walks up to the bar, and gives Amber a smile. So what's good here?
Oh, well, I would, for you specifically, I would suggest, and she'll sort of open up a menu and sort of go through it and be like, me.
That sounds amazing.
But if you're speaking of drinks, our frozen margaritas, I've been told, are wonderful this time of year.
He gives a hearty chuckle. Well, it is getting a little peaky outside, so serve me whatever you think is best.
She'll nod and go off to get some sort of like I'm trying to think of like what flavor would make sense here.
You tie yourself up with a bow and hand yourself to him. That's what makes sense. Yeah.
Well, okay, I gotta be classy about this. I'm getting him a frozen margarita. I just don't know what flavor.
Daniel's gonna lean over towards William and ask, "Why is Amber suggesting cannibalism?"
I don't know. That guy's he's a baron. I don't know. Did nobility started cannibalism? Have they done that as well?
He's saying that loud enough for him to hear.
I don't think we're in a changeling special place, so he is not saying that out loud. But if it was a changeling special place, he would. But he says that guy is really clever, Nathaniel. He actually tried to fuck with me.
Leon, try to fuck with you?
Yeah, he did. He did. That piece of shit.
So, did you turn his white chocolate stick into a brown chocolate stick then?
No, he tried to fuck with me in a way where, he tried to do some shit to me in a way where it hurts me. But he actually helped me by doing that shit.
So he turned your white chocolate stick into a brown chocolate stick.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Amber's gonna settle on an orange flavored one because she's like, this is great. It's on the nose. We're both orangish. He's more yellow, but yellow drinks aren't as attractive as orange colored drinks.
Definitely. Yeah. When Amber brings the drink, he'll give a very flirtatious smile as he takes a big gulp of the frozen beverage. Absolutely delicious. Tastes like a dream.
I would hope so. And she'll she was about to just extend a hand and introduce herself, but it sounds like he was about to do the same.
Yeah. It's the Puka way.
Yep.
But yeah, he'll offer his hand and say, Baron Leon Tirani.
Baron, oh my. And she'll take his hand and shake it, and then also drop a curtsy, just like stupidly not like over exaggerating it, but like obviously she's having fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to he'll hold her hand and like bring like her knuckles to his lips kind of thing and give her a flirtatious wink.
I'm honored. It is obviously, as you can see, we have many nobles attending my establishment, so it's quite an honor.
Well, I had to take a break from the stiffs at the office, if you know what I mean.
Oh, there are stiffs.
Oh.
I didn't imagine that such an office would be so exciting.
The stiffest of stiffs. I could tell you stories. What about you? Can you tell stories?
Me? No, I wouldn't imagine. I have a very limited imagination and limited experiences as a bartender, as you might imagine.
Of course. I mean, this place is absolutely dead, he says, looking around at the lunch crowd. Your lack of creativity is simply driving them away.
Oh, I thought it was my personality.
Oh, well, secondary drive.
Let's go near this fool. Are you coming?
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Oh, look who's here. My man, Baron Leon.
He'll turn in his bar stool and grin at the two men approaching him. Gentlemen.
Oh, you two have already met.
How can I not met with the Mr. Scar?
You didn't introduce him to me.
I am such a terrible friend.
Oh, I understand. Territory is something I'm very familiar with, he says. And, just kind of gives a crooked smirk to William.
Will this be a intelligence politics roll to figure out if Amber knows which barony he has, or is that just public knowledge?
You can roll a intelligence. You may have heard something around.
Because intelligence is not Amber's strong suit. She has 1 dot of politics for this reason. Let's do regular difficulty.
Yes.
Hey, I know this for some reason. 2 successes.
Okay, great. He is originally from California, Sonoma Valley. He has been brought in as a air quotes goodwill ambassador to help maintain order during the Count's sudden illness.
Ah, I see. So he doesn't have land here, but he is visiting.
Yes, visiting. Visiting's another good word to put in air quotes.
Right.
So how's it going? All these problems going on? Aren't you tired yet? When are you gonna go back to hole you came in?
Oh, I'm
Damn.
I haven't invited him into my foxhole yet. Gosh, William.
It sounds cozy, he says, giving another wink to Amber. I'm not really much of a hiding individual. I like the broad plains where I can see everything.
I'm sure you do.
But as for being tired, I can understand how you could get tired, old man. You've got so much on your plate.
Yeah, unlike some people, we need to do some stuff.
Are you suggesting I'm resting on my laurels?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
My. And here I was thinking that I've been maintaining peace and order and making sure that all the proper rules are followed and enforced.
William puts his hand on his heart. Man, people like you is like the best thing ever happened to this county, Barony. Like that's sarcastic as fuck, by the way. He's like making sure it's understand because the William can't be fake.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that is not fake. That is like that is like fake as fuck. And he's like puts his hand on his heart and like nods. Yeah.
So this
Like
is
I can
Nathaniel.
sleep. Just a second. I was just about to say something.
No, go
Oh,
go ahead.
no.
After that, Amber will interject.
He says like because of people like you, I can sleep very easily. Thank you for protecting us for a long ass time.
Oh, you're welcome, old man. You're welcome, he says. And
So have you met Nathaniel yet?
of course, Nathaniel. Pleasure to meet you again, he says, and offers a Baron Leon to Ronnie.
Fiona.
Nathaniel will
William. Go on. Sorry.
Nathaniel will look at his hand, look at the bridge of his nose. Look at his hand again.
He'll hold his hand out there just long enough for it to be awkward and then slowly put it down. All right.
Not that I bear you any ill will. I would rather not.
I couldn't quite catch that last part.
He said it's rather that I don't come into contact with others.
Understandable. You don't know where I've been, he says with a cheeky laugh. So, how goes preparation for tomorrow? You feeling confident? He says, looking at the two of them.
Two of them who? You mean William?
The two men who are in front of him now.
William like smiles and says, "Yeah, completely."
That's great. A man's only as strong as the people who stand behind him, after all.
William
Really?
like has this like silence. He doesn't say anything.
That's a pretty loaded silence there.
Could I ask you something?
Fire away. I love being asked questions.
What is strength?
Oh, damn.
Exactly do you define as strength?
What do I define as strength? Obviously, it is the superficial appearance of bulging muscles, and people's fear that you're going to take them down with a glancing blow. I mean, look at me.
Nathaniel will stare again at the bridge of his nose. I see.
There's a fine bridge of the nose.
What's his
I shall
appearance
know.
specialty?
Oh, I don't have it written down. It's like charismatic or something like that.
Okay.
I was gonna say backstabber, but okay.
That's not an appearance specialty.
You have to have your back
Look like
to
a
him.
backstabber.
He's totes a backstab. I mean, what? Nathaniel to say, I will note it down for future reference. Thank you.
Glad to help with your research there. What do you think strength is? And he looks at William, but then he turns to Amber. Amber.
Perfect.
I think, and she's gonna take a second because I mean he took the obvious answer. I think strength is the ability to, no matter what your own beliefs are, to immediately change what you think as soon as someone else disagrees with you. That sort of flexibility is what I think makes someone strong.
Ah, yes, the sapling bending in the wind approach.
Yes, quite so.
And what about you? He says, looking at William and then turning to Nathaniel. What's your what's your definition of strength?
I don't have one. Which is why I ask.
Well, it's fantastic to build your definition on the opinions of others. You should definitely keep that up. It'll serve you well. Help you fall in line to other people's opinions.
If you say so.
Well, we've heard everybody here.
My God. What happened between these two?
William kind of like looks like he cocks his head to the side.
Oh, did I miss someone? He says, and turns back to William. What's your definition of strength?
My definition of strength is none of your business, asshole. If you're gonna be asshole, I will tell you, you're an asshole. Baron.
Here I was thinking we were building a rapport.
Yeah, I don't build rapport with, unserious individuals.
Well, I think you'll find him very serious when it matters.
Yeah, I already find, actually.
So you guys used to date or something?
Yes. This gentleman and I are former lovers.
That's the only possible explanation I can see.
He didn't appreciate my tender approach, unfortunately.
No, that doesn't sound like him.
He's not much of a cuddler.
I'm a dancer.
And there we go. I have 2 left feet, so it was doomed from the start. You understand?
Exactly. I'm really sad I broke one of them. But
Really?
I'm sure. I know. I kind of like. I was sure I knew where it broke, so you can still walk. It's completely okay.
And here I was thinking that I was the one who had hobbled you. Strange how memory serves.
Yeah, you did. Good job, by the way. Thank you. I
Well,
like what you did. Yeah, like really, I really did. Thank you a lot. Like you helped me. I kind of need to thank you about that.
Yes, well, aim to serve the people.
I'm sure. Is that why you joined the house?
Well, what better way to serve than to facilitate good rapport between our pointier-eared brethren and
Your ears are pretty pointy to me.
So are yours.
She does have a point.
We all, unfortunately, have very pointed ears.
Exactly.
Points aplenty.
Nathaniel will feel his ears that are not pointed
He's the only one in the room.
and feel slightly left out.
Aww.
We'll get you some Vulcan caps. But I'm sure you can agree that there's more than one way to serve. William.
William side smirks, doesn't say anything.
He'll give a shrug and turn to Amber. If you don't mind, I'd like to open up a tab, and if you gentlemen would like something to drink.
That's incredibly rude of you.
Well, when engaging in such delightful conversation, should definitely facilitate an atmosphere of ease.
I am not adverse to accepting money for your drinks. And she'll look at Nathaniel and William.
You can. I will have my own tab. Thank you for drinks, though.
Well,
We'll take him up on his offer. Don't mind.
there you go, he says, and he'll reach for his wallet and hand Amber his card.
Excellent. It is now mine. No.
Forever.
Yep. And she'll take it and start up a tab, and she'll look at Nathaniel and be like, "The usual."
Mm-hmm.
She will go about making a bloody pirate for him.
She knows him so well. Much appreciated.
Mm. Well, you looked thirsty.
You
Eyebrow
can
raise.
You can tell that I am dehydrated.
You have that gaunt look about you, he says, with kind of a chuckle.
Nathaniel will touch his face.
So,
Is this what a gaunt look feels like? Feels like the visage of my face hasn't changed all that much. Perhaps that's my usual face.
Perhaps. Sorry if I offend. He says, and gives him like he like goes to give him a friendly pat. Then he remembers he was like kind of skeevish about it and just be like, gives him a thumbs up instead.
That's okay. You're more confused than offend.
Ah. It's my curse and my blessing, really.
There are many who say that.
So I hear there's a lot of unhappiness around the area, especially in this general vicinity. Um, Care to tell the new guy in town what went down?
Is he just addressing the group in general?
What is he asking?
We could tell the story about the recent unfortunate events that have happened.
Yes. He notices that there's a lot of unhappiness in the general vicinity. He's speaking about Brooklyn, and he says he
A friend was
could you
killed.
tell the oh, that's unfortunate. Who was your friend?
Bunny.
Mm.
My memorial drink list is 2 drinks too long at the moment.
William takes a deep breath.
Leon will kind of look at William and the deep breath. You have something to say?
None to you.
Well, I don't see how I can address the problems of the area if nobody will tell me about them.
I don't remember asking your help.
Well,
It's-
if we sit around and wait for people to ask for us to do things, nothing will ever be accomplished, will it?
Exactly. That's what Isidore did.
Ah, yes, my twin brother, he says with a
Yes.
roll of his eyes.
You earned a +1.
What?
You earned a +1 note from me. That's what he said. 10 points for Baron Leon Ap Fiona.
Oh, the house cup is almost mine. Luckily, I'm a fantastic Quidditch player.
Are you?
The best. Is it a quaffle? Is that a thing in Quidditch? He says.
I bet you're a seeker.
Yes, a very, very nimble.
Oh, see, what is those like balls that you hit to hit other people?
Bludgers?
Bludgers?
Bludgers, I think? Yeah.
Yeah.
William will say, "Watch out for the bludgers, man."
Oh, you haven't taken a swing at me yet, he says, and gives him a toothy grin.
Yeah, it's you who did.
Really, I don't remember us engaging in fisticuffs. I feel like it would have left a lasting impression on at least one of us.
William like smiles and then says, "Absolutely. That is quite correct."
Is it salty in here, or is it just me? And Amber will give everyone water glasses.
the the machismo off. I'm not telling you anything. Well, how am I supposed to help? You aren't helping. I just got here. You haven't seen me not helping yet.
Well, if you want to help, you can, always publicly say I support, those who has been wronged in the Brooklyn.
But William, how can he do that if he knows nothing about the situation?
Maybe he should have told his people to ask more about what's happening. He's saying he doesn't, but I'm sure he does.
Instead of asking for gossip from third parties, it seems, I mean, the three of you lost a friend, is what this gentleman here is telling me. So it seems that the people who've directly lost something would be a better source of accurate information about the feelings in the area than anything I could glean from eavesdroppers.
Sure.
I mean, if you if you want me to send in spies, that's all you have to say, but it always seemed a little rude. He looks at Amber. Things must be different here in New York City. Different set of rules for learning about things, right?
Oh yes, we consider it rude if you don't send in spies first.
Of course. And here I was, figuring I'd get by on my personality and charms alone.
That doesn't work here at all.
Mosh,
What's up?
I'm gonna roll P&E on William.
Okay.
I don't think you need to. The salt is just radiating off of him.
I'm do it nonetheless.
I don't need to roll peony to know that there's whatever's going on is
William is not someone who would treat nobles or anybody this salty without a reason.
How do you have so many dice for empathy?
I have 3 perception and 3 empathy.
Why do you have so many empathy dice?
Because I am emotional support spooter. I have 3 dots in drive. Why can't I have 3 dots in empathy?
Why do you have 3
Lily?
dots in drive?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
I ask myself this question every day.
I force my drive on people. Like, we are taking my Dodge Neon. Everybody file into this terrible, terrible car.
All right. That's 4 successes. Okay. So Nathaniel kind of looks at William, looks at Leon, looks at Amber. I don't think they like each other.
No. That's just how William communicates his affection. You've seen him insult me multiple times, of course.
But when he does it, he's not that. Look, see, here's how he does. Because you see the position of his eyebrows are phenomenally lower than compared to when he insults you. And this
Are you
is
sure that is it just
actually
because he
a
forgot to
clear-
pluck his eyebrows this morning?
No, because look, and he actually reaches into his pocket and grabs a pen. And he doesn't click it, so it's not gonna write. William, if I may use your face for a moment.
William doesn't understand. He just lets Nathaniel do what he wants.
Do you see this particular line in his eyebrows? That is usually located a lot higher when he's talking to you and insulting you, but he's not really insulting you at that point. And look, he has a little hole here in the left side of his cheek, which means that he's, braving in through his nose a bit, and thus creates a bit of a vacuum in his mouth. That means he is irritated.
Really?
Yes.
All you have to do is breathe through your nose to create a vacuum in your mouth? That's very useful.
You know what I mean. So also, it's because of the position of his arms. They're currently not welcoming.
Not welcoming. I didn't know arms could be welcoming.
They can be very well. I think you know from first experience, but okay, I guess
I
you
was
don't.
about to say, Amber, I think you know a thing or two about welcoming arms.
Not arms. My goodness. What do you take me for? You said any other limbs, perhaps.
Baron doesn't even hide the smirk across his face. the slow one. It's a pen all over William's face.
But no, very thorough analysis, Nathaniel.
Daniel is good at analysis.
Huh. Maybe Nathaniel should tell me more about what has happened in this city then.
Well, I wasn't at the wedding where she was.
Mm. Yes. The kids that got married. The Manhattan couple, right?
Kids.
18, and I think the bride is what, 19? Yes? No? Am I mistaken? He looks at Amber. Are they much older?
Oh, I was under the impression that the bride was 21. She comes in here all the time. This
Oh,
isn't
does?
isn't that sort of establishment at all.
Oh. Well, certainly she comes in for Shirley Temples and Roy Rogers.
Of course.
So there was something that happened at their wedding from I've heard bits and pieces, but I'd love to hear from people who were affected and not people who were affected, and he makes air quotes.
Are you familiar with a group called the Ranters?
Educate me.
I might not be the best person to do so, but from what I understand, they are radicals. And their original goal, I think, was to help the commoners, but now they've gone a little bit too far to one side and are resorting to accepting commoners as collateral damage in order to overthrow the whole system.
Oh. Poor organizational skills, it sounds like.
Truly, yes.
Lose
They're,
focus on the vision, and that sort of thing will happen.
What did he say?
Lose focus on your vision, and that sort of thing will happen.
one of them with a oh my goodness, out of character. Why am I forgetting? What was she killed with? It was a curved blade.
A saber.
Saber. One of the ones with a saber decided she wanted. She was in the mood for kebabs.
Ooh. And this is your bunny friend?
Have you ever had bunny kebabs? I wouldn't recommend it.
A little gamey for me personally. I like my meat a little more tender, he says, and gives her a flirtatious wink.
We oh, here, and she'll step out from behind the bar and sort of it's kind of cold in Manhattan, but I'll say that when she got to the bar, she changed into like a skirt, and she'll just sort of turn around and show him the backs of her legs, which have the burn scars on them.
Mm-hmm.
This is we tried to hold them off for as long as we could. We eventually did, but it wasn't without a bit more loss than I would have liked.
Mm. What caused and he points to the burn marks on the back of her legs. This.
I was trying a new way of pulling my little cake sheet out of the oven. And since, it worked out so well last time, and she'll show him the burn scars on her arms, I decided I would try to use my feet this time. But obviously that also didn't work out properly. So I'll have to find some new way of extracting my baking ingredients from the oven now.
Tragic. And here I would, but I mean, it's good to hear that it wasn't a result of that horrible animatronics incident.
Oh, no, not at all. I wasn't anywhere near that.
Of course not. No one at that wedding was. But I will say that I've heard through the grapevine that the individuals responsible for that gruesome display have both been
Punished,
properly admonished.
And one of them by you.
Do you have something to say about it?
In the future. Don't worry.
Well, I see. I would love to know what problems you have with my administration.
I'm sure you do.
Is he always like this?
I couldn't tell you. He's not here very often.
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't look like the type.
At the risk of putting words in anyone's mouth, I think the general consensus may be that we, of course, as the commoners, love nothing more than being the ones taking on the responsibility for things that for fixing problems that would perhaps be either better suited or more logically fall to people in power. We love having that responsibility on us and us alone.
Oh, well, it's such a shame that I come here to adjust that responsibility that's been taken on you. I think, unfortunately, that perhaps
I don't give a shit about what you think.
Oh, interrupting, he says.
Exactly. You know what you did. And you will ignore it, but I know what you did. And he smiles.
Well, perhaps your friends would like to know what I did.
They will learn. Don't worry. William takes a deep breath. And then he says, "You're right. I have a lot of shit on my table."
Well, maybe I'll be your busboy and help you clear it off a bit. His smile kind of like flattens, like it's still a smile shape, but his eyes aren't smiling anymore.
Mm-hmm. We're used to doing things without, pretty boys here.
Oh, thanks for calling me pretty. I assure you, I've accomplished everything in my life on my looks alone.
No. I'm sure you schemed a lot.
You make it sound as though I'm sitting in a corner stroking my cat while plotting your doom.
I think you got better things to do.
And yet you think I'm scheming? So what is it? Better things to do or scheming?
A clever guy can do both. I'm sorry for making you such a big deal.
I'm personally trying to think of something better to do than stroking a cat. That's just, I feel like there's nothing better.
It has to be one of the long-haired, preferably all-white variety, to set the proper ambiance for the Machiavellian scheming that I'm obviously engaged in.
Oh, yes.
William like shows teeth when he smiles. Looks him in the eye. He is like, like basically like, Wolf. Like it's big like Wolf. He learned a lot of things from Kelgar. Then he takes his beer and like drinks his beer and he's smiling. Tomorrow we will handle Isidore. I know I heard there's a lot of people who is not happy about him.
Yeah, you don't have to have your ear too close to the ground to figure that out.
So which horse are you playing?
Not a gambling man.
Sure. I thought Fiona never rejects gambling. I guess I was wrong.
Don't reject a challenge. Doesn't mean that I have to place bets on every wager that comes across the table. But I'm sure you are well prepared for whatever comes your way.
I guess we will see tomorrow.
He just gives a little shrug. No skin off my nose if the guy is gone. Just that much less table to clear.
What did he say?
Says, no skin off my nose if that guy is gone. That much less of the table for me to clear.
William takes another deep breath because like he the talk basically regarding especially regarding Maxine didn't, make him happy.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes a deep breath. Yeah. You're right.
Maybe one day you'll have a sit down with me and tell me exactly what happened. And if not you, then he'll smile at Amber. Maybe you and I could arrange a nice private meeting.
I'm just gonna quickly do a peony on William to know if he's gonna get if he's like gonna explode if I respond in a flirty way. Because I feel like this is like we're on thin ice here.
So you can roll your perception empathy.
Yeah. This is. Oh my god, I can't do math.
What do you need?
Hold on. I'm looking at
A million dice.
Yes, a million dice.
I think 7. Your dice was 7, I think.
Yeah, I was just looking at my merit. I don't think it applies here because you're not talking. So only 1. That's lame.
You and William aren't couple.
Right.
He doesn't have any right to be angry with you, and he actually never acted jealous in a way where someone near him flirting with you, or when you go home with someone else, he never acted in a jealousy.
Right, but like specifically this guy.
Like he didn't say anything regarding Charles. But at the same time, you kind of get that William wouldn't act this day without being like without having some ideas about the guy's actions
Right.
regarding him.
Right.
And
Obviously, there's something else.
yeah,
So Amber will just
Hey, do it.
give a nice smile and be like, I was going to ask you if you could perhaps show me some of your cat stroking techniques since you are so well versed. And she'll turn out, look at William and be like, if you don't die tomorrow, hopefully I'll see you around more often.
I think you would be excellent at stroking cats. He's in the most overt and
Oh yeah,
double entendre ever.
they're both just extra.
Leon, you don't need to worry. When it's about helping people, I will always come around. You don't need to be scared. It's fine.
Oh, and here I was quaking in my little kitty boots.
Oh, but when you say stroking a cat, you mean yourself.
Oh, Jesus.
Amber's actually gonna pull up Urban Dictionary on her phone and type in a thing and hand it over to to Nathaniel for some education.
So, Scar, what do you want to know regarding the wedding?
Scar.
The lion, OOC, the lion, the betrayer lion in
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Lion King.
Interesting. Your friend called me, or was trying to avoid calling, and you call me Scar. I'll scream out bingo when somebody calls me Simba, I guess.
I was gonna suggest Kovu.
Ah. The
I can return calling you an
underappreciated
asshole if you wish to.
I thought you were.
Only if you deserve. Like you deserved.
So what? Sorry. Oh, see. What was the question you had asked him, Scar, before when you called him Scar?
What do you wish to know, Scar? He said in a really distasteful way.
Oh, just a little bit of information that could help me in my absolutely maniacal self-serving schemes.
Go ahead. As William orders him, like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
What?
Oh,
Go
so,
ahead.
like when you want someone to continue talking.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, of course. I want to topple things over by creating, an appropriate response to immediate threats like the ones that have plagued. I know that is
I understand. You may
absolutely
stop now.
uncalled for. Oh, please. Once you've got me started. Building this up to the place that it absolutely should be. Something that serves the people that serve it. Happy commoners equals a happy kingdom, after all. And now he stops.
Ranchers were a problem. Nobody was dealing with the problem. We did. We found out, we gave information to the nobility. They didn't do shit. It seems the Count thought it wasn't a commoner problem. And then the Baron and the Baroness thought it was kind of cool to leave their wedding early, and the wedding get attacked. Our friend, along with other 49 people, died. Commoners in Canaan. Some say it's, a big massacre, as it's the Night of Iron Knives done, the 5 Sealy houses.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you joined? What was this? Avia Fiona? I think actually your house said no. Whatever. Yeah. Basically, they just came, start killing people, and we pushed them back. Anything else?
Well, it certainly is a very. You've elaborated so much on the motivations and suffering. I can't even begin to imagine what else I could ask of you.
You mean suffering of the people?
Yes.
So you didn't hear me saying 50 people died?
Seems that the 50 who've died aren't suffering anymore. The ones left behind are.
Exactly. Their families are.
So, as a man of the people, what do you think should be done?
I'm already in talks with the Countess regarding what should be done, and she actually promised me what will be done.
Ah, the Countess.
Which authority you are in for me to talk? Like, what's your offering? What you can offer in this situation?
Me? I can't offer a damn thing right now. But the poor Countess has a lot to deal with as well these days, unfortunately. Her husband, as you've heard, I'm sure, is just doing so well.
Oh, so you're being a crow. Okay, now I understand.
A
His
crow.
husband is dying, and you're flying around trying to be a little count.
I didn't.
That count was so close to a cunt, by the way. Like, I'm so sorry for saying this. I really apologize, also from all the females in this hangout. But that count was so close to the word.
Yeah. He gives kind of a flicker of a snarl. Crows come by their own sense of smell, I believe. I was sent here.
So you're a lapdog.
Yes, absolutely. Why don't you come in for a pet?
You won't like me petting you.
Oh, I pet back.
Now let's go outside and have some fun.
I'm sure this
Nathaniel
lovely lady
suddenly
here would
has
absolutely love for us to
Nathaniel suddenly has the weirdest mental image.
ruin it.
Oh no, you two mentioned being in a relationship before as someone who believes in true love. Of course, I would not want to get in the way of that.
Oh. No, it's best to leave past loves in the past. He broke my heart once. I don't think I could recover.
Yeah,
Too much poetry.
don't waste my time again, or I will break your heart again. Don't worry.
Ah, yes. Butterfly kisses. Your favorite. Out of character, do you know what butterfly kisses are?
No.
Okay, he's
I was about
insinuating
to
that.
ask.
Yeah, he's insinuating you like to put your eyelashes on his cheek and flutter them.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't give our secrets away from people. Come on.
The good news is, since you do have this previous history, you have a leg up on anyone else who might wish to join the harem.
Oh.
Oh, see, does the harem is something that is open, like, it's open to everybody, but like, do we share other individuals in the harem, or it's just like
It
it's hair?
depends. It's okay. First of all, it's not formal at all.
You're like,
Mostly
you can
ever just being
feel
facetious.
you can feel it's 3 seconds away from blows between these two guys right now. like William is not happy, like like he is being sassy about him, but like William
yeah.
wouldn't be like this. Like he's actually like he is like he even said like, let's go outside. I don't give a shit, but he's actually being like as respectful as he can in Amber's establishment.
No, in the harem, you are not required to share everyone. It is
Okay.
individual basis, person by person. Except now rent has spiked since Maxine is gone, but that's another story.
I'm sure he'll find another co-owner. Yeah, I would absolutely love to flex a bit for you, but I think out of respect, we should arrange for it to be at a less dignified establishment.
Oh, I'm dignified now. Excellent.
It's hard not to be. No.
It's hard not to be.
What do we call to line cubs?
What do you mean?
Oh, see, what is called to line babies? Like
Cubs.
Okay. So should I call them cub or not? Oh, see.
Hmm.
Do it.
I mean, you could.
We will. Just you need to get in line first. I need to handle Isidore.
Oh, why am I going to get in line for that ride when there's so many others that require my attention?
Completely, man. You're right. There's a lot of important people. You need a lot of sucking to do to be count. You're completely right.
Saying a lot of sucking?
Yeah, you need a lot of sucking to do become a count. You're completely right. That's what he said.
Maybe I should become a count. I didn't know it was that easy. I have a
put
very
your lips together and blow.
I didn't know it was so qualified
that's
for the
whistling.
position.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of the party crashers needing to be dealt with. It seems like a much more pressing issue, doesn't it?
Yeah. Completely. We completely forget about them. You can tell everybody, William Black, forget all about them.
Oh,
Maybe they will hear,
I'm sure they'll come to their own conclusions. I
Yeah.
don't need to make any formal announcements of your priorities.
He nods. Oh, see, I did ask Scene from Lindsay, by the way, to get the guy under talk for Sunday.
Okay.
It's not like I forget about that. It was just
No, he's just
like,
being a dick.
Yeah, same with William. It's completely okay.
I am aware of. They're having this dick measuring contest.
They're absolutely waving their dicks around.
There can be only one natural leader in New York, motherfucker.
It is the fleshiest of sword fights.
The flashiest of sort. God damn it. We were doing so well, guys.
Were we? Were we?
We were keeping it
Totes my
classy.
goats.
That squeak came from me and not from Leon.
Please let it come from Leon.
Yeah. Oh no. You guys are killing me here.
You're pretty alive.
Okay.
So where were we, guys?
Yes,
Anyone know?
exactly. He was saying, I'm sure everybody will be able to see where your priorities lie.
Exactly. They know where they are already. Don't worry about that.
Of course.
It's not like I have a house to, please.
Well, my house is all about pleasure.
I heard. I remember our from old days were quite good.
The old days. Like, I'm just thinking, like, isn't William like 26?
He is 26, and he says like I remember from our old days, as they were keep saying like we were lovers before, just lover quarrel. So he says I remember from the old
Okay.
days.
Oh, okay. I
You were
was like,
quite fine. You were quite good.
oh yeah.
God damn it.
Oh well.
I'm sure you remember my horns.
Of course. You always did seem to make me purr.
And yeah, William nods.
I feel like this is actually like actual flirting. Like, how did this happen?
They should totally just hate fuck.
Yeah, just do that. Get it over with.
Oh no! The furniture would be ruined.
William has only one love.
Freedom.
Freedom.
It's freedom.
God damn it.
And Hall.
And Hall.
And Hall. It should be really hard for you, like just like you said, serving to all these people and serving to your house at the same time.
I don't find them mutually exclusive, but perhaps I'm just better at multitasking.
You probably are.
The back room's open. I feel like I should let you both know.
What a delightful insinuation.
Are you scared now? Come on, Leon. Just like in the old days.
Oh no, they're playing chicken.
Gay
Great.
chicken.
That's great.
Age before beauty.
Are you going to be there tomorrow?
Wouldn't miss it. My lovely traveling companion will be there as well.
Did she learn our language yet?
It's your language is
Terrific.
well, asking him questions. Come on now.
I mean, I know, and he will look like a fool.
You have a companion?
She's a kind of a flighty individual. She, let's just say her bosses felt similarly to mine when sending us abroad.
Is she from House Liam?
He gives kind of a shrug. Yeah. So majestic, he says, with obvious exaggeration and an eye roll.
Look at you. You're such a people's man.
I know what I am. But, of course, we'll be there. Wouldn't want to miss the fanfare.
You can make a speech about how bad Isidore is. I bet people will love your speeches.
Oh, I'm sure you'd love nothing more than me roaring from the balconies.
Exactly. Just like a baron.
I'll leave the grand speeches to the people directly involved this time.
This time? I'm
oh.
sorry, my baron. I apologize, my baron. Did I overstep my bounds?
Oh, Cuddlebug. I'd expect nothing less from you at this point.
William smiles. With teeth.
Toothy individuals, indeed.
Nathaniel just very loudly takes a sip of his bloody pirate. Just like.
Do you need another? It seems like you're running on empty there.
While darting his eyes between William and Leon. It's just like, why am I standing here in between of these guys? Oh, that's all right. It's still not really that late after all.
Yes. Day drinking is the best.
Oh, I thank you for the offer.
He nods his head with a smile and gives William a toothy smile. And since he's a lion, his teeth are pointy, pointy, pointy.
Shoot.
I know. You always did enjoy them nibbling at your ears.
Exactly.
What is happening? Ellie,
Foxes
save
have
me.
pointy teeth too.
What was that? Oh,
I said foxes have pointy teeth as well.
See, he has a type.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, he's going to like very pointedly like swivel his stool with towards, so he's facing Amber with his like back to William.
Oh my god. Hold on, I found a fox mouth.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
William will call his Kelgar towards himself, by the way.
Oh my god.
Let's have a tooth off.
Right. nice pooch.
We got a
Oh,
lot of apex
no.
predators here.
Nice pooch. Why?
Oh, why?
Cats and dogs.
I am now traumatized.
he called Leon a lapdog
I am now traumatized.
when House Cat was right there.
I know, right?
I will try to be better next time, guys. It's fine.
How disappointing. No, now you can store that away for later.
Yeah, I will. I will store it away for later. Then he turns his back. William, like his hands, kind of like waves in the air as Kelgar comes in and like sits, and William is like touching his Bekovich's neck to pet his wolf.
Mm-hmm. Leon will lean towards Amber. He used to pet me like that.
I think he's trying to make you jealous.
Well, what can I say? The heart wants what the heart wants. He goes back to putting his back all the way.
No, I understand that. My know if you've heard about the unfortunate demise of my one true love.
Which one was that?
Sir Carol.
The
Rest his soul. I will see him. No, I won't. We don't know.
He was known as Sir Asshat.
Don't talk about my one true love that way, William.
My apologies. My apologies, Amber. Did you come here to take his place, Leon?
Me take the place of a knight? My, what must you think of me? That I would come from so far for a demotion?
You're right. That was stupid of me to say.
He gives a slight grin. No, I'm very effective at what I do. And I was brought in to be effective.
So are you staying long?
And he gives a smile. Would you like me to stay long?
Oh, obviously not.
Well, I hate to disappoint you because I was thinking of making myself comfortable here.
Well, then that might be incredibly awkward, given the state of the harem.
Oh? No room to lounge about, I see.
No, not with rent being what it is.
Maybe I can toss a few more pennies your way.
Wait, there's a harem?
Have I not told you about it? Let's see if I can't give you a list. It's gotten smaller recently, but actually, I think it may. Well, no, because Misha was in it by the transitive property. I don't know if that still holds. Which would mean that Hall is in it also by the transitive property. I don't know if that still holds either. But William's in it. Charles is in it. Who else? I feel like everyone else is dead.
Oh my God.
Am I missing anyone?
When you say Charles is in it, he gives kind of a quirk of the eyebrow. You have quite an eclectic taste.
I do. I like variety. out of character. I'm missing someone. I feel like there's got to be more ladies in this, but I don't think there
Shaya?
are. Oh, Shaya, duh. Thank you.
Yeah, the ladies' pool has dropped a bit.
Mhm.
We are all ladies.
That's true. That's true.
Yes. Thank you, Michael.
Oh, goody.
Well, I met one of your harem members recently. Well, two of them, really. Three if you count the transitive property. I feel like I would be a natural fit.
Good to hear.
Haven't we decided that lapdogs weren't allowed? Oh shit, it was for another harem. Sorry, I remember.
You're in another harem, and you didn't tell me about it?
Oops, secret's out.
I'm honestly more angry at the fact that you didn't invite me.
I will immediately.
Thank you.
Yes, as fast as I can.
Such a prolific group.
Now, considering the high population of previous high population of people in my kids, we didn't want to put any limits on animals like that, just in case.
The previous population of our kith, has it been targeted unfairly or something?
I think it was definitely a conscious thing.
And he kind of like strokes his beard for a moment and gives a shake of the head. It is this sort of poor leadership leading to the loss of something magnificent that will not stand.
Hopefully, any sort of new changes in leadership will lead to better outcomes.
It almost certainly will, from what I've heard. It would be more effort to be a worse leader than to be a better one. So, you keep company with the leafy fellow?
Oh, I'm so close. As I said before, I have many nobles coming in here, so I have a large population of pointy-eared friends.
He's the one who, and he just kind of makes like a gesture of like the, the splitting thing.
He does have a taste for the macabre.
Does he hunger for anything bigger? Do you know?
Oh, I mean, if you count, no, that's wishful thinking on my part. Never mind. I don't think he is much like, for example, Hannibal Lecter in the palate department. If that's what you were saying when you asked if he hungered for anything else. He was very close to our rabbit friend as well.
So, a man of the people?
Oh, absolutely.
he contemplates this for a moment and gives like a laugh and like a shake of the head. Good to hear. It's always nice to hear our fancy cousins are doing public outreach.
Oh, yes.
But it does seem to be a strange New York tradition that the more authority you have, the less you use it to do anything.
You've noticed that too. I thought that was just hallucination.
Oh, I am the only one who's noticed it throughout the country. He says, but he's like leaning in to say it kind of conspiratorially, puka to puka.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to roll P&E on that, you can.
Sure. I feel like I get what he's saying, but
Yeah,
just to make sure I got it.
Confirm you get.
Damn it! I botched. How
Are
did
you
this
kidding
happen?
me? Oh no!
Why aren't my P&E rules working?
Oh,
I'm just off my game today. All right, give me the exact opposite of what you.
he means nobody knows. And
Oh,
like
right.
Concordia, like New York's just like off the radar to all of Concordia. Nobody's been paying attention. The fact that he's here is just coincidence. Terrible.
Well, I'm glad you hold so much sway. And at least you have noticed.
It's such like I just wanted to make sure you got it through the puka ease, like obvious puka ease.
No,
What
I mean,
has
yeah,
happened?
I know.
But instead, you have created a monster.
Well, no, it still works because we're still speaking Pukei.
Indeed.
Like, Amber thinks she's talking truthfully, but like, it still could be received as Pukei. Like, this is what's beautiful about it.
Magnificent.
You could be communicating absolutely different things, but still think you're on the same page.
Yes. Very, very secret. When Puka botched with Puka.
Yes.
My eye.
Was he checking me out? That's all that comment was. It meant nothing otherwise.
Oh. Sorry, my eye twitch has returned after like years, and so I'm just like sitting here like trying. I know. Oh, let's see. What were they? Yeah, I'm glad.
He's the only one.
Yes. Well, somebody has to pay attention.
Okay.
It seems like it's only natural for this responsibility to fall on one of the more common amongst the ranks, he says, as he kind of indicates himself, which is an absurd statement because he is a GD lion. So, but yes, I've heard the upset, and sorry, things are popping up. I was like, click, click, click.
Right.
I've heard the upset, and as somebody who with their finger on the pulse, I figured it would be prudent to offer my services. After all, leaving everything to fall into chaos, it really only makes things better.
I would agree.
He's gonna look at Nathaniel. Have you heard any interesting gossip?
No. Not really.
Any uninteresting gossip?
Mm.
Heard of pinkberries coming in. No.
They just opened up a new Chick-fil-A on Fulton Street, a block away from where I am.
Well, there are strange news reports.
Oh, you got real quiet there at the end. Strange news reports of...
But that's about it.
Strange news...
Mechanical dragons.
Ah.
Exsanguinated bodies.
Yeah.
You know.
I had the distinct privilege of handling the fallout from that.
Well,
I tried to be fair in my dealings, though. Nobody's heads are rolling.
well, good on you.
He gives a little shrug. We'll see. Your friend seems to think that I've done something above and beyond what was just.
Okay. I don't think I'm in any position to talk about that, seeing as I can't do anything about the situation.
You'd be surprised. People that everybody kind of discounts as a little guy is usually the sucker everybody needs to watch out for.
I highly doubt that. But who knows?
You'll be the dark horse figure. One day we'll all be bowing to High King. He goes, I'm sorry, what was your name again? To Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
There you go. High King Nathaniel.
I highly doubt that. That would require an exorbitant amount of social contact, and I, for one, would not like to do so.
Oh, well, you'd be following in perfect tradition. He says with kind of like a subtle, something like some subtle disrespect in his voice. Very subtle.
Very subtle.
Yeah. If you guys want to roll peony on that, you can try and discern what that.
What's the worst that could happen?
Another botch.
Hey, I actually, you know what? And since my tens explode, that's 2 successes. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, he's hinting that David isn't really doing his greatest work right now.
Sure.
Yeah, he's because he's been reclusive and not engaging in social contact.
Right.
So he's suggesting that. Well,
Just wanted to actually get a proper peony roll in there at some point because that's literally my only skill.
oh come on.
It's my best skill.
Amber has many skills.
Ember is a summer sorceress.
Okay, true, but mainly B&E.
Well, I don't know hiking, so I can't comment on any. Or does not do.
I think that statement speaks volumes. So quiet. So quiet. I can't hear.
It was a genuine surprised. Wait, does it?
What did I say before that? Jesus. Sorry.
I think that statement speaks volumes.
Oh, yes. Yes, it does.
Oh. It meant for it to speak volumes. You interpret my words in a different way I had.
I'm having a hard time picking it up. What you're saying.
Did you interpret my words in a different way than what I meant?
He just kind of gives like that squint of like trying to play the verbal gymnastics that would be required to answer this question.
Because I know that the pukas sometimes confuse me, but I wouldn't say that I'm very confusing to others.
Still kind of doing.
Am I confusing to you?
Not at all. You speak clear as day.
Good. God, we wouldn't want anyone to get caught up in the webs, would we? There's so many webs these days.
You're so creepy all of a sudden.
He kind of leans towards Amber. See, is that a metaphor? I can't tell.
It's absolutely. I can always he always speaks in very elaborate metaphors. This isn't unusual in the slightest.
Great. He's throwing the puka off his kilter. I'm gonna attempt to do a peony roll with this. Like,
have I creeped out the Baron?
A little bit. Oh, let's see. Open up my folder. There it is. Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You've
Nathaniel
missed.
has creeped out the Baron.
This is true.
My man. William returns from his phone call. And he says, I heard we were talking about the hiking. What was his name?
Nathaniel.
No. David, I think.
Not for long.
Oh, okay. He says, like, what was his name? Hiking? Whatever. The guy who doesn't do his job that much?
Apparently,
May-
on the words of the Baron, apparently it's going to be hiking Nathaniel, which is a very strange name for a high king. Seems too
I
long.
agree, but I think he would do his job better.
Nah. Too many cobwebs caught up in the wheel. That's a lot of 10.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, how come you can do this with 5 dice?
Motherfucking lion!
Okay, so what exactly is the Baron looking for?
Just the is pretty plain and simple the web's metaphor clarification here. Trying to piece together if he's like, there's webs, is it like what tangled webs we weave, or is he just like, I'm a spider and I have webby things sometimes?
I'm a spider.
I am a spoot now. It's more Amber would know that lately Nathaniel has been putting words to like webs, or has put together sentences that relate very much to spider webs or webs in general.
Mhm.
And when he gets in his own kind of way, he starts talking about the ways the web. Um, for the Baron, it's just kind of like, what the hell is this dude? What? Because he doesn't seem to be trying to confuse anyone. He doesn't seem to have any ulterior motives behind it.
Nathaniel's the weaver.
It's just the way he talks.
Weaver.
The
So Nathaniel's gonna look up at the Baron, who's looking at Nathaniel in his way of, there's something wrong.
He's just gonna sort of shake his head. I think you're good. He says he like for the first time since his arrival, it seems to be a little off center.
Good. Make of that sentence. Am I somehow wrong?
From what I can understand, no, you're perfectly clear. He says, and just kind of yeah, does the sort of I'm not used to being confused in the room kind of thing.
William is really happy that two Pukas are confused, and he's like, "You motherfuckers."
I'm not
I'm-
confused. I'm just a little creeped out.
I am not clear. As you can clearly see, my skin isn't clear. I can't see through it.
Well, that's a
Nice. Can you see through me?
sorry, I forgot to turn on the X-ray vision, he says.
Then how do you mean I'm clear?
Clear as mud.
Mud is not clear.
He just sort of like hangs his head in verbal defeat.
You're putting together sentences that makes no sense. You're plugging up the webs. Not great. Not great at all. Not great. Not great. Not great.
See what I mean? Dark horse figure, he says, gesturing to Nathaniel to Amber.
I can see that.
Mark my words. 3 years' time, we'll all be bowing to this guy.
I also see that, surprisingly.
Can I have another bloody pirate?
No, that's not my job, she says, taking the glass and getting him another one.
It's still on your tab, right?
Oh, absolutely not. He says with a nod of his head.
Yeah, Nathaniel will lick his lips.
With his prehensile tongue.
With his prehensile tongue.
It was like such a waste.
Oh, sweet Lord. Yeah, Carol imagining a prehensile tongue is going like, oh Lord, no.
La, 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 la.
I twitch. um, I'm not joking. Lord. So yeah, he'll make like the gesture of like another round with his finger.
Oh, hey, does he have a tail?
He does.
Excellent. I just thought, and I thought I should ask.
Yes. It is, yeah, it's a lion's tail and it's chimerical. And
Amazing. I love
yes. That's a majestic quality in that it draws eyes to his bottom.
I mean, yeah, that's why all puka have tails. Well, not all puka. That's why the puka that do have tails have them.
Yes. So, yeah, when he's irritated, it twitches.
It's amazing. Incredible. He's so fluffy. All right, yeah. Amber brings another bloody pirate for Nathaniel.
I'll take it. Thank you.
I would like to have one more beer, please.
Absolutely not, she says, taking his glass and going to fill it up.
Leon will finish off his water and like hold out the glass. Just another water for me, if you could.
Oh, I understand being thirsty. I feel like this might be the first time someone's asked her for more water.
It probably is with this lot.
She'll happily get him some more water.
For once, her water bill may be a cent higher. So yeah, he's drinking water as everybody else drinks alcohol around him.
He's had a margarita.
Yeah. It's not enough to topple this guy, though. But I would love for you and I. He turned back to Amber, being like he trying to like make a point at William with his back to him, and at the same time, kind of turning away from Nathaniel, who is kind of weirded him out. So much is happening to this guy.
Yeah.
He turns back to Amber. I would love for us to put it on the books, a time for us to sit and talk, and for you to tell me what you love about this place and what you would like to see change.
She actually looks a little bit surprised, but she's also like, this might not be, but he also seems genuine in like wanting to actually know feedback, so she's a little surprised at that part.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just like, oh, I would despise that.
Terrible of me, I know.
But if I must.
I absolutely insist you have no choice in the matter.
Oh. Well then. She'll give him a business card because it's got her number on it.
Mm-hmm.
It of course also has Vixen's number on it, but
and he'll reach into his wallet and pull out a card as well. It doesn't have any like company logo. It's just going to be like a black card embossed with gold lettering, and it says
amazing.
Leon Terrani and his phone number. It doesn't say what he does. Good cards don't. I don't know if that's true. So yeah.
Hmm.
William is
And-
just looking at his like back.
It is quite a muscular back,
There's a tail too.
indeed.
Yeah, he's thinking like he is like his on hand is on like Helgar. He is like thinking 7 ways of cutting his head off.
Jesus.
How are there? I mean, whatever.
Nah. He finishes his water, gives he like licks the moisture off his top lip in that like weird like slow-mo model sort of way.
Oh, I was imagining like after cats finish eating, they just kind of go the sort of thing where they.
That would have been more after the
Very-
margarita.
Very descriptive. Sarah. Silly.
I made a noise.
It is an accurate noise for cats.
You're right.
So, but he'll get up and I'll pick up my card next time. These gentlemen, this gentleman can run up my tab if he feels so inclined, and I'll pick it up next time.
That sounds like a horrible investment on my part. I will gladly keep your card.
Well, patronage requires funding. So he gets up and gives a little stretch of his shoulders and gives a like a polite bow of his head to Amber Nathaniel, and like turns
He
to
gets a curtsy
William.
back.
Beautiful. And he's gonna turn to William, and instead of a bow, he's just gonna like kind of cock his chin, like sup.
William will be like, walk away. Let me see your neck. Let me see that neck.
Yikes.
Jesus. But yeah, then the Baron will leave.
Good neck.
As soon as he walks out, Amber, with her curiosity's been killing her, is going to turn back to William and be like, "What was that,
It's nothing.
William?"
So I
You
would like
have
to know
a
what you
very
think about him.
You have a very strange relationship with that man. It's almost like the webs have been crossed together and then they've been torn apart. You've inserted yourself within them.
Would you like to go? Would you guys? Let's go back and talk in the back room.
I don't know. I mean, if you really insist. But Nathaniel, you're really running with this whole web thing. You could, while I'm of course a huge fan of on the nose things, you could probably expand it to I don't know, spiders just in general, or fangs, or spinners. You have a lot of material to work with here.
That didn't come so quickly.
That's all right. It's
I'm just listening to what Nimron says.
Nimron.
We going back or not?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely not.
William like kind of leads the way and opens the door for two of them.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
And like when they go in, he closes the door. He takes a deep breath and he says, "So you guys know what the fuck happened between me and Isidore?"
Absolutely. That's why I was asking you.
Isidore, not this fool.
Uh, Was there anything other than the whole challenge to a duel thing?
Yeah. So, Amber, who would you, if you were me, who would you choose as my champion? Who is among my closest, like, friends that will be my champion? This, the best fighter after me.
Oh, me, of course.
Yes, me. And I would like to know who is after you.
Probably Nathaniel.
Okay. After
Right.
Nathaniel.
What?
really close third would probably be Shea.
Yes. This guy gave a punishment to Shea after learning that Shea is in my motley, saying that he can't use any magic until he realizes mistakes that she made after the challenge was told. So he took my champion from me.
I see.
He is not the smiley, nice guy commoner Baron that most think he is. Because all the commoner nobles who joins the houses are traitors, but yeah, whatever.
All of them?
99.9% of them. Rest of them are dumb. And yes, I know what Alice is doing.
Oh, I was just making sure we weren't making sweeping generalizations. You know how much I hate those.
Exactly, and Alice is dumb. And my sister has every right to be dumb if she wants to. But yeah, he made a move against me. I don't know why.
You sure that didn't have anything to do with I don't know, the little incident at the wedding that the animatronic thing that Shea may or may not have had a part in?
No, completely. Shea had to take a punishment, but Shea didn't have to take a punishment that would hurt me.
Do you know what happened to Charles?
No.
I guess I will have to find out then. See if whatever punishments were given were equal at all.
The Shea is a red cap. They will always give a red cap as a worst punishment. At the same time, Charles is a noble. Also, this is the second time Shea break rules. Still, he knows what he did, and the way he refuses or talks, just annoying. And he is an annoying individual. I guess this guy will be the count or the she.
A predicament, to be sure.
Well, I gotta survive tomorrow. Nobody knows who's the champion of Isidore.
Is it the lion dude?
I don't know. I hope he is because I hope my Misha will kick his ass.
I assume you don't need any assistance in preparing Misha. You seem to have it handled last time this happened.
I handled Misha as best as I can, but tomorrow, she may need your help regarding certain stuff. I don't know. All the arts that you have. But I need your help as well for making me more, it would be really better if I can rally people more easily.
Inspiring, perhaps?
That's the word.
I might be able to do that.
You're a gem.
Yes, I am. Amber,
Absolutely.
my namesake. Amber Quartz.
So I wasn't just being openly hostile for no reason.
That's certainly a surprise because that's what you usually do.
Been in quite a string.
Well, I gotta go back and protect the freehold.
Glad you could stop by before your rather boring weekend ahead of you.
I don't know, do you know what I actually forget to tell you? I moved into Brooklyn,
Where?
Brighton Beach.
A bit chilly there this time of year, but I'm sure it's beautiful.
Your house is pretty nice. It's close to Wixon.
In Brighton Beach?
I mean, it's not that close, but it's closer than, Staten Island.
Sure, you don't have to take a ferry.
Yeah. It will take half an hour for me to go with the motorcycle now, not 2 hours.
And I assume Misha is grateful for any extra assistance you can give to her with the grotto.
Grotto? What's the problem with the grotto?
Oh no, I don't know if you've heard, but it's infested with nervosa, just like my bar was. No, just in case she needs any extra lifting power for Eclipse's grotto.
I had no idea. Of course, it will. I will try to make sure that everything is going to be safe. um, Yo, guys, I need to ask actually this for tomorrow. If you guys have any way that you guys can help my champion, I would really appreciate it and owe you a favor.
I don't think I can help much.
Well, you know, it doesn't say anything.
You and I have similar skills, but I can either make. Well, I might be able to do both. I have some options in terms of making you appear certain ways, but in terms of actually during the fight, I think you can do the same things that I can.
William nods. I fear if he lose tomorrow, Isidore is going to be more hostile towards all these people in his barony. He's already mad. When I challenged him, he sent a sword back to me with a pelt over a rabbit. The pelt was still
Oh,
bloody.
Oh. Oh.
I
Oh.
wouldn't I wouldn't ask this kind of help if I didn't have to, guys.
He's dead.
He needs to die. I'm not happy about what he has done. So does everybody in Brooklyn. I don't know if it's like I don't want to generalize. because Amber doesn't like it, but I don't think nobody's happy with him. It's just he set a challenge saying, "Yeah, you're a fighter against mine, and they will fight." Blah blah blah. But it's I
Nathaniel
don't think
reaches in his pocket and grabs a pen, starts
Mhm.
fidgeting with it.
it's just why he would invite us to that. Like why he would do something knowing nobody supports him. There's no rumor regarding his champion. It just feels like there's something going on. He has a plan.
He certainly didn't have to be such an ass about agreeing to your duel.
It was just cruel.
It's also extremely excessive and a very effective tactic at fear-mongering. A very over-the-top and completely unnecessary move that will garner him a lot of disfavor with many of the people living in his lands and even those outside of it. One could say that it's a statement. Ruling with an iron fist could be looked upon as favorably by nobility, but in this case, I figure many would just see it as distasteful.
Nathaniel,
But pelt,
when I
bloody rabbit pelt.
when I first started this, I knew that I probably gonna piss a lot of people. But I didn't listen and just listen myself and did it and then try to convince people. I sent letters to the countess, all the barons, and the countess received me. She literally invited me the day after what I did. I told this is not no longer a barony. Fuck that. And all she asked, after she hearing my words, listening listening to stuff that I found out regarding Isidore, like leaving three boggins to themselves in the freehold we found, for them to be killed by the Tulane, not defending his people and all that jazz. Even the Countess was like, "Oh, no, fuck that guy." She tried to get him arrested. She couldn't because of the corruption and the nobility, and she doesn't have a lot of power right now. So when the challenge has been issued, she sent her personal guards to protect my and the freehold that I live in right now with my motley. Literally, everybody is against this guy. It's just it seems like he's mad, and I don't know what he is gonna do tomorrow. If it was me who's gonna fight, I would die for you guys gladly, and safety of everybody. But it's someone fighting for me, and it's just killing me. I don't like people fighting my wars for me.
Nathaniel will click his pen and start drawing lines on his hand. Self-sacrifice is a fruitless, wasteful thing. Don't say you will give yourself for a cause, because whilst it is maybe looked upon as worthy, in the end it'll achieve nothing.
You don't want your hands or anybody's hands or go among my close friend circle to be dirt in dirt. I would gladly dirt my hands to keep your hands clean.
Your sentiments are good, but the reaction will not be. And it will hurt those around you, yourself, and your cause. So don't just keep your own hands dirty and dirty those of others. There's no need for a spirit of self-sacrifice. It's not worth it.
William closes his eyes for a second, and then, after like 5, he opens them. Amber, I would like to know, what do you think?
I was just about to ask you if you knew when this spider got so smart, or wise would be the better word. But
It was always smart.
specifically, my opinion on the duel or my opinion on self-sacrifice?
Both.
You're right to be concerned. If the Baron knows that he's not well liked and he's doing all of this to escalate things, then he probably isn't concerned. He probably is going into this thinking he has nothing to lose, and that's dangerous. I think that self-sacrifice has a place, and it might not be now. There's a lot of other ways you can sacrifice something without sacrificing your life. Remember what I told you
Yeah,
about grief?
He nods.
Good.
I'm gonna go back to the freehold. And probably have a good night's sleep get ready for tomorrow.
That would be the smart thing to do, I suppose.
Yeah. I guess I see you guys later.
William,
Daniel.
stay smart.
What do you mean?
Like I say, doesn't mean anything if you don't think about what those... No, I'm wording this wrong. How do I word this? Make sure that the strand that you follow won't end somewhere. Make sure it continues.
Don't stop spinning your web.
That's a good one. I hadn't thought about that.
William nods.
And I'm assuming, since I didn't have the chance to ask either Maxine or Gabe, would you like a beer as your memorial drink, William, or would you prefer something else if the worst case scenario?
William says beer. And then says, see you guys later.
She'll walk him out. Because that's polite.
Yeah, he will leave Yeah, he will leave.
Nathaniel, do you want to try a Watership Down?
What is that? Sure.
It's delicious, is what it is.
Oh no.
I'll post the link in the side chat again for you. It's Maxine's memorial drink.
Oh no!
That's all I
what
wanted to
life.
accomplish in the scene.
All right. If everybody's accomplished everything they wanted, we can end the scene here. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.